Hello folks and welcome to MRReddy automation. In this video, we are going to learn about XPath access methods. So far, we identified elements using XPath operators and XPath methods, right? Here, the attribute could be ID, it could be name, it could be class name, and it could be tag name, etc. But using XPath access methods, we can find the elements based on relations. Here, relation is important. What does relation mean? First, let's understand the relation between elements before looking into these methods. As you can see here in Snap 1, it is a web page and it contains list items, Java, Selenium, and test engine. Inside Selenium, again we have Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. Coming to the Snap 2, it is the respective HTML code for this Snap 1 web page. First tag is UL, it is the parent tag. Okay. Inside UL, again we have three LI tags. The relation between this UL and LI is parent and child. Okay. These are the childs of this UL tag. The relation between these childs are siblings. All these three are siblings. Inside this Selenium, again we have two tags, right? Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. Just if you expand this, it will be shown like this. Okay, this is Selenium. Okay, inside that again we have Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. Grandparent and grandchild. These are the grandchildren of this parent. Coming to the access methods, these are two types. Top-down methods and bottom-up methods. Top-down methods means it indicates parent to child relation. That means it's top to bottom direction. Bottom-up methods means it is child to parent relation. That is bottom to top direction. First, let's see about top-down methods one by one. These are the top-down methods: self, child, descendant, following sibling, and following. First one is self. It finds the current tag. Syntax is double forward slash tag name at the rate of attribute equal to value. Here forward slash self double colon tag name. Let's see how it works. We have to inspect element, right? Just here I want to find this tag. Okay. Here tag nothing but just an element only. But for better understanding, I am using term tag. Okay. How can we identify? Double forward slash. This is UL, right? I want to find this one at the rate of class equal to automation. Okay. Forward slash self double colon UL. Okay. It's been identified. You can observe here one is indicating one of one. Okay. Next one is child. Finds all children of current tag. Just we have to use child instead of self. Okay. It is the current tag. What are the children? These are three children, right? Child colon li. Yeah. First one is highlighted. By default, it will be identified first one. You can see here one of three. Okay. Okay. This is first one. Just the if you add index as 2, it will be identified second one. Okay. 3 means it is identified third one, right? So child method will find all children of current tag. Okay. Next one, descendant. It finds all children and grandchildren of current tag. This is having two children again, right? Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. Total five items are there. But now using child, it is showing only three, right? You can see here number only. It is showing three only direct to children's, but it is not showing these two inside. These are the grandchildren. Okay, but how can we find them using descendant? Yeah, now you can see here it is showing five. So using descendant, we can find children and grandchildren as well. Okay, but using child, we can find only children. Okay, these are in same hierarchy if you observe here. But inside Selenium, again we have two elements, those are grandchildren. We can find those children with the help of descendant. Siblings means they should be in same hierarchy. Okay, these are the siblings and these two are the siblings. Okay, with the help of following sibling, we can find one sibling based on other sibling. Okay, first let's understand this, how to use following sibling, and I will help you to get more insight about this with a real-time example. Here, based on automation 1, we can identify automation 2 and automation elements. Okay, automation 2 following sibling. Yeah, you can see here. Sorry, automation 2 means it is identifying only one. Automation 1 means it will identify these two. Okay. Yeah, see, it is showing here. Number is indicating one of two. Okay. What is the next one? This is other sibling. Okay. Next one is following. It finds the all matching tags after current tag. What does it mean? It is the current. Okay. It is the current tag, right? After this tag, what is the other tag? This one. This UL is closed here. After this, we have H2 and div, right? So we can identify any of matching tags after this one. Okay, how can we identify that one? Using following. Following. What is the tag name? For example, div. Okay, yeah, you can see here directly it is identifying this div tag. It is available after this UL tag. Okay, this is automation. Now we got idea about access methods. But here the question is when to use these access methods in real time. We can use access methods in three situations. First scenario, when element is dynamic. Second scenario, when element has no ID name, class name. And the third scenario, when element has duplicate attribute values. Okay, we will see these three scenarios practically. So final conclusion is if existing locators are not enough to identify element, then we can use access methods. Now first let's see about scenario one. That is handling of dynamic element using access methods. We have one web page and it is having different fields for registration. And if you see the ID of this first name, it is FNAME ID. Okay, based on this, we can identify the object. Yeah, same I have provided at the rate of ID equal to FNAME. Okay, it will execute. So let me execute once. Yeah, you can see here it's entered value. Okay, now just assume In first iteration, ID is FNA. Okay. In next build, in next deployment, it's been changed to first name. If we execute same script on second build, what will happen? It will be failed, right? Why? Because in first iteration it is FNA, but in coming to the second iteration, it's been changed to first name. Let us execute and see the results. Now see here, it is not entered value. It is trying to identify object with provided ID. Yeah. Now you can see the results. It's been failed to identify object with ID Yapne. Okay. If our application is having this type of dynamic objects, it is very painful situation to automation engineer to handle this type of objects. We can overcome this situation by using access methods. Okay, let's see how can we handle. Now let's see this hierarchy. Input type equal to text, ID equal to first name, and it is available inside class container. Okay, div right, div at the rate of class equal to container. We can use child or descendant, right? Child input, right? Yeah, you can see it's been identified. Okay, now let's execute with the help of this XPath. By default, it will be identified first one, right? We can specify index. Now let's execute and see the results. See, the, the value has been entered, right? Now let's change it to some other value, just first, okay? Now we are keep on changing the IDs, but still it is able to identify the element because of this access methods mechanism. Okay, in this way we can handle the dynamic objects. Now what is the second scenario? When element has no ID and name. Let's see how can we handle using access methods. First let's find element which is not having ID and name. Here first name is having ID and the last name is not having any ID or name. So we cannot identify this object. But first name is having ID, right? In this situation, we can identify last name with the help of first name. How can we create XPath for this element? Let's see. First one is input, right? Tag name input at the rate of ID equal to first, right? Yeah, it's been identified. After that, we have to use following sibling. Following sibling. double colon input. Input 1 we can specify. This is first one. Based on first name, we are identifying last name. Last name is not having any ID on name, but first name is having ID. Let's copy this XPath and use here. Let us execute and see the results. Yeah, see here, it's been entered value. Okay, in this way, we can handle elements whenever there is no ID or name. Here, simply we are identifying this element based on this element. What is the next scenario? Element has duplicate attribute values. Okay, let me copy this method. Duplicate attributes, right? Yeah, here we have two radio buttons for gender functionality. Let's see the properties. Here name is radio group for first one. For male, here name is radio group, and let's see second one. This is also name is radio group 1. Okay, here name is radio group 1, and this also name is radio group 1 only. So both are having same name, right? Let's see how Selenium handle this one first. Here tag name is input at the rate of name equal to radio group 1. Yeah, you can see here it is indicating two elements. First, let me use this export and see what will happen. We have to perform click action, right, on radio button. Yeah, it's been selected first one. Here problem is if more than one element is having same ID or name, then Selenium selects first one only. It will give priority to first one only. But in case of other tools, it will be failed. But in case of Selenium, it will be performed action on first one. I want to select this one, female, but how can I select? Why? Because script is always selecting first one only because of duplicate name. We can handle this with the help of access methods. How can you create export for this? This is gender div, right? This is parent, I guess. Yeah, this is parent of radio buttons. All these are available inside this. So we can provide div class equal to gender, right? Class equal to gender. Okay, class. Okay, it's been identified. Next, we can use descendant input. First one is identified, but now I want second one. This is second one, right? Female. Okay, let me use this export. Now let us see. Yeah, now you can see here, second one is selected. That is female, right? This is all about access methods. Okay, we have seen about top-down methods. Just the bottom-up methods, just the opposite to top-down methods only. Okay, instead of child, descendant, following, sibling, and following, just you have to use parent, ancestor, preceding sibling, and preceding. People can try and get some hands-on experience. Now we have done with XPath. Okay, what is XPath? Types of XPath and XPath extensions, XPath operators, XPath methods, and XPath access methods. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.